When you share from your truth and not from a persona, that's when magnetic messaging really kicks in. Hello, everyone, and welcome to those joining our energetic boot camp. Good morning to everyone that's joining us live. Today, day 10, and we'll be talking about how sharing from an honest place attracts the right people and the people that are in alignment. So my name is Victoria. I'm your guide through this process. As always, please feel free to drop into the chat or comments. Let us know how you're doing, how this process is for you. I also want to remind everyone to make sure you do that short grounding exercise every day. For sensitive people, it's really important to set your intention for the day, to notice where those tensions are being held in your body and help release those through stretching and breath. And also just grounding yourself, getting your energy solid and ready to go out and enter the world. So I'd also like to do a little box breathing together, the same breathing exercise from our grounding ritual. So one hand on the chest, one hand on the belly. Close your eyes if that feels comfortable for you. We're going to breathe in for the count of 4, hold for 2, and breathe out to the count of 6. When you're ready, breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4, hold. 1, 2, exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One more time, breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4, hold. 1, 2, exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And while you're in this position, I'd like to take a moment to honor the courage that it takes to share your authentic self with others, whether it's in relationships or in public, at work. And I'd like you to think back to a time, perhaps when you were a child, where you felt your authentic self was unwelcome. You felt too much. A time where you felt kind of different from others, or like you needed to shrink to blend in. Notice if that brings up any sensations in your body. Perhaps a tightness, a heaviness, a tingling, even a lightness. And now, I'd like you to send that version of you love and care, and assure them it's okay to be you. Your power and your gifts come out when you share your authentic self. Notice how that energy shifts within your body. And if it feels positive, invite it to expand. And hold on to that feeling for today's talk. Most of us have experienced a time, one time or another, where we felt kind of ostracized. And being sensitive, extra sensitive, people can make fun of that. So it's important to own your sovereignty, own your sensitivity, own your truth, and the right people will align with that. The reason for that is because the truth lives in the body. And when you share that truth, it resonates with other people. Whether they're willing to engage with that and accept that depends where they're at on their journey. But people will feel it in their body and it will attract the right people. Hence why sharing authentically equals magnetic messaging. So real magnetism comes from truth, not from performance. At times, we certainly try to put our best foot forward. You might have been raised in an environment where it's not okay to show struggle. It's not okay to show any sign of weakness or anything that could be portrayed as less than. But the truth is, you don't attract through perfection. People don't resonate with that. Nobody is perfect. You attract through presence. Real presence is what lets people feel your realness, your authenticity, is showing up, holding that space, and representing yourself from your truth. So when you speak from your essence, you're really dropping the mask. It allows more intimacy. And obviously, you don't want to hurt people's feelings if you can avoid that. But it is important to be honest, speak from your truth, to have some level of intimate communication. And that comes with speaking to an audience as well in a work environment. So we've all learned to perform, to be more digestible, especially if you differentiate from the norm a little bit. I know one reason that I've experienced this myself, to bring up human design again, is I have one of the more rare types in human design that can be more polarizing. It's called a manifester. So we attract about half of the people and repel them, and learning how to be okay with the wrong people falling away because of your truth and authenticity has been a major part of my journey in human design. And it feels so good to finally be in a place where I can accept that and flow with it, because stepping into your sovereignty, living in your truth, is honestly, it just feels amazing to be in a body that isn't holding any type of internal hypocrisy within. So being seen versus feeling curated. When things are overly curated, that's when it becomes really draining, because we're here to experience joy, aliveness, creativity. So when there's a lot of control and the parameters are a little too tight, that's when you might feel like you can't really fully express yourself and who you are. But allowing for that and getting rid of those limitations is what creates resonance with other people. That's when that truth turns into magnetism. So a big part of authentic expression, and the reason we started with that short meditation and somatic exercise, is because we need to feel safe in our visibility. Sensitive people can often hide away, and it's important that they feel happy and fulfilled in life as well. There are people out there looking to enjoy their company, enjoy what they have to share, and enjoy their unique gifts. But if your nervous system doesn't feel safe being seen, your energy will naturally shrink. We talked about noticing when you feel that nervous system dysregulation come up, taking a grounding breath, regulating once again. And that should really help you reconnect with your truth, what you're here to share, your authentic viewpoints, and things like that. We talked about responding instead of reacting, And that is certainly one of those instances that sensitive people are prone to, is shrinking when they feel their authentic self isn't going to be well received or welcomed. But guys, in our workshop, Insensitive and Sovereign, I'm here to tell you that your truth is enough. I do see us all as divine beings in a way. If you are a piece of consciousness from the universe or a soul from God, however you choose to look at that, you don't need to be loud and flashy. You are made to be a unique, authentic expression. And honestly, that's why I love human design so much, because it helps people lean into that, celebrate that, and see what conditioning they've taken in, different traits that they've adopted that they think helps them acclimate, but really it's disconnecting you from your authentic self. So guys, in today's exercise on day 10 in the workbook, make sure you tune in to the messages that you really want to share. If no one was controlling or oppressing that, what would you want to say? And we're sharing from a place of regulation, not reactivity. Tomorrow, we are going to take this a step further with embodied authenticity. So be sure to join us tomorrow at 8 a.m. live on YouTube. Have a great day, everybody.